Right, so what we're going to do in this example is lump 3 string printers together for a specific task so we can print wherever we want a 3 by 3 block, badly drawn by yours truly. And whatever graphics you're going to put in there, but you're going to have control over that grid. So in my example, I'm just going to organize or origin the program at 60,000 in memory, which is EA60 in hex. And it's a repeat of the string printer routine that we got from Jonathan Caldwell's book, that you're opening channel 2 on the screen to print to it. Pop in your address of your first message, which is going to be your first top line of your box, how long it is, the information as to where it's going to be printed is held within the message at the start. It's going to feed the @ code, screen position, subsequent colouring and other codes you can add on, but just for this we're keeping it simple. We just want to print at a specific position for now without colouring. We'll just get a handle on getting the basics sorted first before we start fancying it up with your fucking colours everywhere. Ha ha ha. Right, so you've told it where the first line is and how long it is, and activate the onboard string printer. It'll count down BC, burning off the bytes. Now I've started 60,000 and roughly worked out the length of this and put down the messages, the character that I want to print at 60,050. Byte 50, it's got 22 for the @ and then the screen coordinates you want, followed by the 3 UDGs located there after the colouring in the position codes. The actual things to print are located there, 3 bytes on from the codes. Roughly drawn here because I'm running out of paper. Message 2 will be immediately after it at 56. Doing the same, but it's for the second line. So that value is obviously 1 higher than that to bring it down. And guess what? Message 3 is going to be located exactly the same structure, just a little bit on. No return needed because it's just been told to pick up the message there and how long it is, and it'll deal with that itself. After it's finished printing the first string, it's told to do the second string at a different location to do the second line, and then straight into the third line immediately, done the same way. And finally, once you've got all these bloody blocks on the screen, we can go back. And we have our nice little grid printed up on the screen where we want. You got full control over it. The string printer is going to start at this corner, and that's going to be the first one printed at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll do that in a blink of an eye. You're on screen, done. Let's go back to the game, take some keys or move some aliens or something. We'll be back here again to blanket this off and reposition it. Blanking the player off, obviously, exactly the same, but you could devise your own blanking methods. There's various ways. I'm sure you could run this tripler again and just pick up 3 spaces, and that would be 3. It's just picking up, or just write a blank routine. It's only a few bytes. It'd be that again, but slightly shorter, to pick up 3 spaces. And you wouldn't have to keep repeating the spaces, would you? Just pick up 3 spaces and then just reposition them and print them on screen to wipe out the 3 lines. You wouldn't actually have to have 9 spaces held in memory. That's a bit of a waste. You could do it with 1 and loop it. Or you could just print all 3 in 1, 2, and got rid of it. Use the screen op rectangle drawer to fill in whatever attributes you need to wipe that off the screen. Or you could just reprint the background you're playing on and wipes everything off and refreshes the background. Then you reprint your player along with the aliens and work out your collision detection. There's various methods. There's more ways. What's the saying? There's more than one way to skin a chicken or something stupid like that. Or cook an egg. Well, yeah. There's your fucking eggs, isn't it? Yeah. There's more than one way to boil an egg, is there? There's different methods. And that applies to writing machine code and stuff. There isn't a hard, fast way that has to be done. There's so many different methods. It all depends what type of program you're writing and what kind of efficiency you want, and if you're put under memory constraints or not. Us as home coders are just using little routines, and we've got oodles of memory. We're not writing the latest arcade game here. This is the beginner stuff, isn't it? And so now we've learned how we can put 9 blocks or any size sodding blocks on the screen with ease on a small routine that isn't really that big and to be worried about in terms of its size, because by the time you add blocks like this to the rest of your program, the damn program's going to be massive anyway, just like a basic program ends up being. Right, there you go. Get that banged in. Obviously you're going to have to work out the codes and stuff. It's easier to find, but they all keep repeating themselves. Organize yourself where you want to put this thing, how long it is, where you're going to land in memory with where you're going to store the characters you want to print at, and where they're going to be on the screen. You get to choose that, the player position, and start drawing it ultra quick. Done. You can add extra codes on and color it. You can alter this so it even pauses. Run a little delay loop and then change the frame so it prints a different character. So it looks like, there's one guy, moment he's like that, and then it pauses and then flicks to the next frame. And then you're back to taking another key take or whatever. There's loads of different methods. It all starts with a string printer.